like lays around the practice field and fucks around with the athletic trainers and the like 2 random freshman girls that just hang around the football team?
Why are you talking about my high school experience? Because I for real didn't want to take my ass on the train ride all the way home, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna stay up here. My mom already knew I wasn't coming home. I think I came home a couple of times.
That means you had a legit like 12-hour sweat when you got home.
I came home twice. Yeah, but most of the time I just stayed there. But yeah, my mom would be like, "Get your ass in the tub." She would just throw soap at me as soon as I walked in. My sister would be like, "You stink." I'd be like, "I did man's work
my high school
today."
locker room smelled exactly the same,
bro. That high school, and it's always when the school started, it smelled better. But like before school started, and it was the dirt, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Coach would be like, "You guys all smell like shit." Like I would use the shower after the first practice because I was like, "Chill." I'm not walking around here.
When I was a bench warmer, people used to borrow my game gloves because they always smelled like shit.
Why? Really? I thought it would be the other way around. I thought people just always grab your gloves because you like were that one dude, the underclassman with the really dope gear, and other people would make you take your shit.
That was Woo, but he never let nobody use his shit because he was actually playing.
Nah, I know some people. Who always had the dope ass gear, but they always got gang for their shit.
That wasn't me.
They had gang for their shit, but they paid. Somebody paid them back.
No, I did that. I did that when I was on JV. Like on JV games, I would do that to people.
You stole freshman people's gloves?
Yeah, like that one cool freshman or sophomore that never gets PT but school.
Yeah,
and then you kind of like protect him a little bit. Like,
but you definitely still.
You're like, he is sorry, but he's actually not that bad of a person.
Like he ain't gonna play.
He brings something for the team, even if he's not on the field.
That's why I said the food guy is important, bro. The food. One of our teammates, his family owned a restaurant right by Lawndale. Shout out to El Tarasco's. But like, yeah, you need the food. You need all those different kind of guys. That's why I think only having mics on the backups would be the greatest thing ever for a sporting event.
That's actually a great idea. And on that note,
I'm probably not going to get credit for it.
Serve, since we haven't heard from you in a while, why don't you go ahead and start it up? What do you got to say? What do you want to leave the people with?
That's a shitty Swiss Beats song, by the way.
Well, I was kind of, even though you guys were bickering for like 20 minutes about this Jim Brown situation.
Some shit from 40 years ago. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I
we're not even going to remember the conversation.
But it was interesting that you guys brought it up because make this short and quick. I was on Facebook and I had a discussion with somebody about how the LGBTQ community is gaining more attention than black people, and I don't know why it made me think of this,
child,
but it kind of made me think of this whole
like that again.
This whole idea of that, like what Kenny was saying, like black men and black athletes, they're all constantly being challenged and compromised for their talent, whether it's somebody bashing them or whatever, and they're seen as that whatever they're going through is not, serious or whatever it is. And like, it frustrated me because the guy made it seem like, oh, you're a black woman, you never defend us black men. And I was just like, wow, like, is that how you really think? And I don't know. Just
Here we go.
To me, it's just interesting.
Here we go. You're saying Kenny's bad words. I'm over here looking like Kane the Undertaker's fucking manager, bro.
No, Paul Bear.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say nothing.
Now he wants to be cool.
It's just kind of just trying to end on that note. I just want people to think about, like, in specific black men. Like, I don't want. Maybe that we're not trying to villainize you guys or demonize you guys, but rather because we're black and because we're even not black, people of color, because we're people of color and we have already that much hardship because of our skin color. Why is it that we feel like we need to try to shun somebody else within our community and say, well, your issues are not as important as ours? So it just kind of frustrated me because I was just like, why do people think that, we're valuing one person other than the other, one group more than the other, when in reality we're all fighting the same fight. And that's just trying to, make it through and get about the next day. So, I don't know. That was just really interesting to hear Kenny's side and then Pete's side. Because Pete is just coming from, just saying like, hey, this is just an article saying why she believes this is this, even though he happens to be black and she's using these factors. So it's just interesting to see both perspectives, and at the end of the day that everybody is just trying to fight the same fight. So yeah, that was just my take, and yeah, I'm out.
What's cool? That's it? That's all?
What else you want me to say, bro? Like, not everything has to be an argument.
With you? You just said that.
Between you two, it has to be an argument.
Have you seen him on Twitter?
It always has to be an argument.
Have you seen him on Twitter?
First off, Pete went off on everybody on Twitter.
You're always going off on everybody on Twitter.
I don't be going off on people. Pete, I be saying like
that's all. Both Ozo Grande and Pete Certified. Both of y'all be going off on people and having something to say. Y'all always have something to say.
No, but like Pete really be going
That's
at people's heads.
That's why we have a weekly podcast.
I was just saying, what are you talking about? But nah, I just want to say another reason why the Jets are trash. Kelechi Osemele, former Raider, former Baltimore Raven, Super Bowl champion, all around tough guy. One of the few dudes who are like 6'5", 330 and look like they have no body fat. Like, it's disturbing. Like, he might be like the new Nigerian Nightmare. I don't even know if he's Nigerian. I'm sorry if he's not. But like, you don't just see dudes who are 6'5", 330 walking around and look like they have less body fat than the wide receiver that's on the team. That shit crazy. But the fact that he tore his labrum and had to get proof on 3 different occasions, had to get 3 opinions, because the first opinion, the team doctor's like, oh, you tore it, but you can play through it. Who are you to tell someone? That's why I don't like team doctors and I don't trust team doctors. Because you can't tell this man, by the way, you shouldn't be playing anything with a torn labrum. I have like a fucked up rotator cuff. I have to get massages and shit. I was in the gym today working my shit out. Like, it's a constant process when you have a nagging shoulder pain. Like, that shit, it's hard to sleep. It's just uncomfortable. It doesn't help my insomnia at all. Like, so imagine having a torn labrum and your team telling you, oh, you can play through it, and then finding him the maximum amount of money every day he misses, which is like almost $6,000. And they owe him a salary, dead cap money from the Raiders that they have to pay. And because he was going to get surgery and miss the season, they want to treat him like that. And I just think that's gross and disgusting. And it shows again why the NFL can't say they care about women or its players. Because A, if you cared about women, well, maybe you wouldn't find players during Breast Cancer Awareness Month and outside of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Like, you should be able to wear pink all the time. Because, I don't know, your mother may have breast cancer, God forbid, or a female has breast cancer, yet they find players when they wear like pink cleats and shit that isn't authorized by the NFL, when an NFL player whose mother had breast cancer and died, and he also got fined for wearing pink. D'Angelo Williams, yeah, amazing. That still baffles me to this day. But the hypocrisy in the NFL, it's, in that regard, it's really, it's just gross. The fact that this dude had to get 2 second opinions and then a third, and pretty much was like, against the team said he cannot get surgery. You cannot get surgery. We will fine you. And he hasn't practiced and he won't practice, and he shouldn't with the torn labrum. And Trent Williams said it in his IG post where he posted the doctor's note. He's like, sounds a lot like my situation. Mind you, Trent Williams was told his problem was nothing, and it turned out he had a tumor. He had like cancer, and they told him to play through it. And he doesn't trust the medical staff for the Washington Redskins, nor should he. And the Redskins, but I call them the Deadskins because honestly, they're disgusting, and the Jets are a disgusting franchise too. And again, I don't care how unpopular this is. I don't really say it much, but Joe Namath isn't a Hall of Famer. Doesn't deserve to be a Hall of Famer, and Kenny Stabler should have been in. So Tom Flores and Jim Plunkett too, and more Raiders should be in the Hall of Fame. And yeah, Kelechi Osemele, it's really dirty what they did to that man. You're gonna find him every day he doesn't show up because he has a torn labrum. You know, something that will put you out for the whole season. And I'm glad he's getting surgery. So shout out to Kelechi Osemele. Hopefully they cut you and you come back to the Raiders and the Raiders put you at right tackle because Lord knows they don't have one without Trent Brown. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, man. So I just realized this week we got to get Ray J on here.
Ray J is the GOAT and does not lose and is bigger than Base God. There, I said it. Ray J is... Ray J probably created Lil B.
We probably need Ray J to sign us.
Did Ray J create the pack? He might have.
Nah, but for reals, yeah, man, I'm really...
And fuck Whack 100 for saying that Nipsey got what he deserved. Fuck Whack 100, games manager. You trash, bro. There, I'm done. Sorry.
I'm really excited for... where this podcast is and where this podcast is going. We're finally putting things together and, finally starting to implement and execute some of our ideas and getting on the same page. And it's really great to feel. And overall, I'm just in a good spot. Like, I'm tired. I'm so busy and booked. But it's like they say.
She's booked and busy.
Exactly. They say a good journalist is booked and busy.
It's just funny that you said it.
So for me, it's a lot right now. It's a grind. The NBA season's about to start up. I'm still writing about sports betting. I got, my various ventures I'm working on. I got this podcast, and I got a full-time job. So it's just really been a grind. And I can honestly say, though, as tired and as burnt out as I feel sometimes, it's like I'm just in the perfect spot. I'm exactly where I need to be. It's like, a long time ago, somebody told me I'd have to choose between like working in PR and working in journalism, and I can honestly say that I'm doing both. Not that I'm trying to do both, that I am currently doing both. And I'm doing both well at a high level, mostly by myself. And so it's just really powerful to like actually look back on that, like really look at my goals and really map out all the things that I've got going on and like really just converting my room into its own newsroom. Like, it's a lot, man, but it's fun. It's exciting. It's not boring. It's not average. It's not normal. It's challenging. It changes me. It makes me better. And like, I'm just happy. Like it feels like I'm where I need to be, and that I'm only going up, and that this podcast is only going up. So yeah, that's about it. Touchdowns and Tangents. I'm Pete Certified, Pete D. Camarillo.
I'm Ozo Grande, Kenneth Frank James Berry. By the way, the Detroit Lions traded safety Quandre Diggs to the Seattle Seahawks in exchange for a 2020 5th-round pick. And Darius Slay's first comment was, what the fuck?
Because how do you trade a
starting safety
for a 5th-round pick and to the Seahawks?
One of the best secondaries in the league when the Lions needed Quandre Diggs.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, a lot of these mediocre teams need to make some trades and get rid of their good players, and a lot of these mediocre teams need to make some trades to get better, because the league is wide open right now, and the teams at the top aren't wasting fucking time. And the teams in the middle need to emulate, copy.
It's almost like the NBA.
Stop playing it safe. Exactly. Yeah,
like
that's what I was talking about.
It's almost like baseball, too. The Nationals are literally in the World Series beating the shit out of the Astros, which is a win for Dodgers fans. Kind of, but not really.
And she is?
Social media serve.
Yeah. Social media serve. Swerve serve.
All right.
Pork belly princess.
Pork belly princess. You guys be just completely ranting off, and then all of a sudden be like, serve.
Sorry. It's because he brought something up.
We always include you.
And they be trying to call me out.
We always try to let you sign out.
Yeah. As you call me out.
Damn.
I'm just going to go home and try to figure out if I'm going to listen, if I'm going to give the Kanye album a listen or not. But
that's disgusting that you're even considering it, by the way.
I'm only considering it because it's going to be talked about.
I would rather listen to an album of farting. which I did as a kid, and it's hilarious.
Listen